Hello and welcome back. This is Vinchenz, and today we are jumping in the Taurus and we are going to go and do some bounty hunting missions. Maybe we'll get an ERT if it's in the asteroids, or maybe we'll get a VHRT if that's in the asteroids. We generally stick to the asteroids because on planet, no matter what I try and do, no matter how low I kill the enemy ships, they do seem to blow up on the planet's surface. So you lose all your loot and it seems like a complete waste of time. And the fights are more difficult because you're in atmosphere. And it's just generally much harder. So we're going to leave from Seraphim here. We're going to check out if we've got an ERT or a VHRT in the asteroid field. And we're going to get going. We're loving the new menu system here. Click on contracts down at the bottom. Check what bounty hunter missions are available. And straight away, we're not even at full rep yet, but they seem to be showing up for some reason. We've got ERTs available. And we've also got VHRTs somewhere. Yep, here we go. So this one is in a cave on Daymar, so I think we're going to stick with this ERT that is in the asteroids around Yella. So it's going to be pretty tough, but we're going to go for it. Right, so let's get over there now with the new quantum system. Got new markers for quantum. They've also got the new star map, which is absolutely awesome compared to the old map. It's so much easier to use. You can type in your locations. There's loads of information about target places and where you want to go, and have they got repair landing zones and all this kind of stuff. Absolutely brilliant. This is what we've been waiting for a long time. Right, so we're going to jump over to the target position. And then we'll just hold up about 20k away and we'll see what targets we've got. They are much harder now, these missions, and you really sort of have to consider what ships you're going to take and maybe even what tactics you're going to use, especially if you're flying solo like this. Obviously we're in a Taurus, which isn't really the best fighting ship, but it is a bit of a tank. It has got some big weapons, and if we do find any good loot, it's also got a lot of storage. So that's why I like doing it in the Taurus, basically. I either use the Taurus or the Corsair. So if I was doing this now and I fail, I'll head back to base when I die, and I'll pick up my Corsair. I'll reclaim my Taurus, so that takes 20 minutes to claim. In the meantime, I'll get back in the Corsair, and I'll come back out here and carry on the fight. Right, so we've got our targets in the distance. They're approximately 18 kilometers away from us right now. So we're well out of missile range and weapon range. Let's see what targets we've got. So the first target's a Hammerhead. Very tough ship, but we can take him down. We've also got a Taurus. And then I think we've got 2 Caterpillars. So it's a good mix of ships, and hopefully there could be some big cargo on board these ships. There's a lot of chance for cargo. So let's head in. We're going to take the Hammerhead first. I'm going to prep some missiles, send them over to him. And hopefully we can get his health down a little bit before we get near him. Right, we're just boosting in a little bit here. Let's get to 9 kilometers and our missiles should start working. Here we go. We're going to lock on. We can say hello to my little friends. Let's see if they hit them. We're watching the box on the top right. Boom, there we go. Hammerhead flashes red. Shields are all flashing red and they seem to be disappearing. I mean, I'm not quite sure why that's happening. That never happened in previous patches. So, by the looks of it, his shields are down. I mean, doesn't sound right, but they look down. Anyway, the last few missiles seem to be flying off right up into space. They're not really heading towards the Hammerhead at all. And same again, right. Okay, so missiles are having a bit of a spaz out. So we're going to maybe get a bit closer And let's engage this guy. We'll give him one more batch of missiles, see what happens. No, that ain't working. What is going on there? The first 2 sets work fine. Anyway, we're going to flick to our laser cannons. And we're going to get in there. Now, obviously in 3.23, we've got a lot less ammo in our magazine. You can see on the right there, we've got 21 shots in each gun. And that's with, if you look at the top left box, you know, we've got more power to our weapons than to our shields and to the boosters. We have got a bit to each of them, but we've got most of the power going to our weapons. If I put that all the way over to the top left corner, it'll probably go up to like 30, 32 shots per magazine, which will make a difference. But at the moment, let's just see how we get on. So we're engaging this hammerhead. I'm not sure what the 2 pips mean. I just go for whichever one. They both seem to hit them. We are taking a beating, and whoa, whoa, there's a Taurus. Oh man, Taurus has just smacked into us. Shields are massively down now. Right, let's bug out here, full boost. And we are, maybe use this asteroid down here. Let's get behind this asteroid quickly. We've got full power now to shields. Hammered F7. Right, we're flying in decoupled mode as well. I'm trying to get used to that. I don't really understand it 100%. And especially when I'm coming in near landing pads and things like that. I sort of know that you keep moving and don't really stop. But I just feel out of control while I'm using it. But in space and in combat like this, it's pretty good. I quite like it. Anyway, right, let's get back on this hammerhead. It seems like his shields are still down. I mean, I don't know what those missiles were I shot him with, but whatever they've done, they've helped me out a lot. We're hitting directly on his hull. Every shot you can see him flashing. And he doesn't even seem to be shooting at us. One thing I have noticed in the new patch, which is a little bit annoying, is when they are shooting at us, we don't really get much feedback. Like, I can suddenly start losing all my shields and I don't even know what's shooting me. So maybe it's like their lasers are invisible, or, you know, something's bugging out a little bit during the combat. So and also the sound effect. You don't hear much on your ship. There's a very light thudding noise that you can't really tell, especially if there's a lot of stuff going on. So it would be nice for a bit more feedback. Anyway, come on, we're nearly going to get this guy down. He's flashing red. Whoa, down already. The Taurus, that has given me some good confidence in the ship. Taking down a hammerhead with ease. Right, full power to weapons. And let's get on this Taurus. We've got a caterpillar shooting us from behind. We're just going to keep the speed up, try and keep away from him. This guy's, see, he's getting, you can see his guns there, he's getting quite a lot of shots off. They're not necessarily hitting us too much, they are now. So we're just going to keep strafing away from him. Try and get behind him if we can. Oh, wow. Someone is hitting us super hard. We need to get out of here. All shields are, well, front and back shields especially, are really down. Just empty this magazine and then we're going to find some cover. Yeah, back shield's gone. They're now hitting the hull. Yeah, we need to break off. Let's get out of it. We've got the Taurus's back shield down, but he's still got pretty strong shields. So we're just going to get safe and we'll come back in for another blast. Yeah, there goes his shield back up. Our shield's moving very slowly. It is going up slowly though. We don't seem to be taking too many more hits, so it seems like we've got out of distance. And we're semi-safe at the moment. That'll do us. Let's spin around and we'll head back in. There are a lot of asteroids that you can't see too well. Right, so we're coming round to get back in the fight now. Oh, and this Taurus is right on us again. Look at him. He has been chasing us down. I can't see the caterpillars at the moment, but the Taurus is not happy. He's right on us. Took a bit of a hit there to the front shields. Let's hope we can get behind him, and that shield will go back up on its own. Alright, so we're just giving him a bit of a beating. The more you shoot them, the more I find they can't shoot you as well. Like, they don't hit you with as heavy barrages when they're under fire. Right, so we've got his back shield nearly down again. We're back up to full shield, so we're doing pretty well at this moment. I've just noticed the caterpillars are getting closer to us. They're coming in. Obviously, it took them a bit longer to accelerate over here. So me and this Taurus, pretty equal match. Just got to get a few good shots off on him. I mean, these laser cannons fire slow, but they seem to do a lot of damage, and they work well at distance. With the repeaters, I think you have to be within like 500 meters or something, so they were just doing no damage to the other ships. I normally hang around about a kilometer away, so the repeaters for me, especially in this big unmaneuverable ship, were not working well at all. So I did fail quite a few ERTs, just because I wasn't doing any damage. I came up against a hammerhead. I mean, it took me like half an hour just to get the hammerhead down. It was a nightmare. Anyway, we seem to be getting it working now. We seem to be getting a bit better with the master modes, and we are definitely doing better with these laser cannons. Definitely. Boom, there he goes. Right, so we've got some good hits on him. So now let's just take these two caterpillars down. Probably take a little while, both of them. Heavily armoured ship. So we'll just plug away at them. See how fast we can get them down. So I didn't mention it earlier, but I have blurred the chat on the left hand side. I left it on while I was playing, and you know, don't really want what they're saying on the channel because it's nothing to do with my opinions. So I've just left that blurred out. Try and remember to turn that off next time. Right, we've got his back shield down halfway. It is going back up when we're not shooting him, so we do need to try and keep a more constant rate of fire on him. Because while I'm trying to let these magazines reload, that shield does start creeping back up again. Now, it does seem like these AI are definitely better at flying, but I'm actually not sure how much better they are at actual combat. They seem to be not stuttering around, and they're not doing completely odd maneuvers, but they are also not doing too much. So you do get some fights where they do a lot more, like the fighter ships. Maybe it's just because this guy's under fire. Maybe that's the sort of ethos. If you're under fire, you can't fire as much yourself. Oh, here we go. Someone's giving us a few hits now. If you only soft death the ships, it also leaves a nice big red marker where the ship is, which is definitely better than before as well. I used to sometimes lose some of my ships, or sometimes it would take quite a long time to loot one, and then another one would just drop off. Whereas these markers are pretty solid and they do stay there. If you have killed them, then unfortunately they do disappear immediately. But if you've soft deathed them, you get this nice big red arrow on your screen, and it's like, you can clearly see where the ships are that you want to go and loot. Right, so we're still trying to get more firepower off on this guy. He's still got these back shields. I mean, he's like a tank, this thing. Just got to keep plugging away on him. Try and get a little bit closer and just see what happens. Maybe that'll make a little bit of a difference. But it is hard to sort of stay within a kilometer, I find. While you're trying to sort of watch out for the asteroids and not blow up from hitting things, it's hard to follow their path directly, but maybe that would keep me away from asteroids. I mean, it's something I should try, I suppose. I haven't seen any ships just crash into an asteroid in the latest patch. That used to happen quite a bit in the old patches. Oh man, I seem to have let those shields go right back up on that turn. Gonna get in close and just see if it makes a difference. They also seem to have updated the graphics a bit on this patch. They've added some shadows and made things a little bit darker. Everything looks a bit cooler, cleaner. I think my favourite things are the EVA and the star map. Because the star map is just so much better to get around. You can just type in your destination and it just finds it. It does take a few moments to load. Like, especially the first time you get on the game. If you go star map, you're like, oh, I can't type where I want to go. It's not working. But if you leave it for like 20 seconds, it seems to load in like the database or whatever it needs to load in. Then if you start typing like Seraphim, S-E-R, suddenly it comes up underneath Seraphim. So you can find it dead easily. Boom. See you later. Was that him gone or not, actually? Didn't seem like the biggest explosion. And I only see an engine. What? Look at that, we just blew his engine off, guys. Didn't even kill him. Well, at least his engine came off. He's still moving. Let's see if we can put this guy out of action. There is sort of a master mode thing where you can zoom in on different areas of the ship. Now, I don't quite know what that is yet. I don't know if it's in the game yet or not, but I have seen it on videos and that looks pretty cool. So at times like this, it'd be really nice if I could just zoom in on his engine and blow it out. So with these smaller magazines, it just makes the fights a lot more tactical, should we say. It's about who can keep their ammo up, their power up, their shields up. It's quite cool. Right, his back shields are down. We're hitting the hull seriously hard, and there he goes. Oh yeah, look at that smoke plume. That's quality. Right, so we've just got one more caterpillar to take down. Usually the last one goes down a little bit quicker. But he's ripping. Okay, so you can actually see his speed there. I never knew that, but you can see that he's doing... It says 5 meters, minus 5 meters a second. What? No, maybe that's not his speed. Doesn't look accurate, that at all. There's no way he's doing... Can't read it, hold on. Is that 150 at the moment? On 6.2? So now that looks about right, but before he was travelling fast and it said it was doing 5 meters per second. Now it says minus 35. I mean, it doesn't look like he's going backwards. Or maybe it's his up and down movement. I really don't know. Anyway, that's confusing, that little number there. Let's just focus on getting his shield down, which I think we have at the back now, and we are hitting him directly. Gonna go for one of his engines here. See if I can pop another engine off. Right, there's that engine. Let's see if we can get a few shots on it. Really? There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's quality. I like that. Going for the back ones now. Surely they won't just blow off though, I don't know. It would be cool if you could just make him completely stop and then just board him and go and kill the captain and stuff. That would be sick. Then you could like tow the ship and oh, that'd be awesome. You can tow the ship obviously in game, but it would be kind of cool if you managed to keep it so the ship was still working. Then it became your ship because you took it while it was still working without destroying it. That would be awesome. Anyway, there he goes. We've taken that guy down. We've got another cool smoke plume there. So let's see if we get lucky now with the loot. Pretty happy that I've done that mission in the Taurus. I've been doing more missions in the Corsair at the moment and not had as much luck with the Taurus, but since I changed these weapons to cannons, the Taurus has done 2 perfectly, so I am pretty happy about that. So right, looking at this first caterpillar, it doesn't seem like he's got anything. We're just going to shoot these doors just to check, because I don't trust that scanner at all. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Even in 3.23, you know, lining it up or being the right distance away, I don't know what it is, but I'm not having massive success with the scanner. It does seem to work after a while. Ooh, that explosion looks cool. That fire there doesn't look as cool, but anyway, it is sick, I like that. Right, here's the Taurus. Give us some loot. Come on, that just took me like 25 minutes or something. You gotta give me some loot for that. Great, nothing inside the Taurus. Quick flyby here just to check. Nope, looks completely empty. That is annoying after you've spent so long doing the fights. Come on, we can still get something. You've got to stay positive. Boom. That is a very different type of explosion. The caterpillars seem to go up into like a fireball, whereas that goes up into like a blue kind of, you know, like electricity explosion almost. It's very strange, but cool. Right, now scanning from a bit further away this time. Seems to work well. Not that well though, because it still says there is nothing. Is that possible? What is the point in having these massive cargo ships out here if they just hold nothing? Boom, look at that massive fiery explosion. They're my favourite kind of explosions. They look absolutely sick. Right, last chance, Hammerhead, come on. Let's hope they were keeping their best stuff in their toughest ship. Finally, here we go. So we've got 3 Gasping Weaver legs. That's 330,000 credits right there. A lot of the time when you kill the Hammerhead, the doors are already open and then you just can't get the lift down. Whereas when those doors aren't open and you can open them yourself, the lift comes down on its own. It just saves you so much time flying in and out of the ship. Especially if there's bigger containers, you can't get them off at all. You can lift them off the grid and blow the ship up and hope that they stay there. Anyway, right, here we go. There are the Weaver legs. So we're going to nick them and we are going to get out of here ASAP and we're going to go and hand them in. Probably at Samson and Sons. So we'll show you the new star map and how it works so easily. And we'll shoot over there quickly and hand it in, see how much we get. It's been a fun mission, that. Enjoyed it. Right, here it is, the star map, guys. Look at it. So we've typed in SA at the top there, clicked on Samson and Sons. Takes us right there, highlights it on the planet for us. Absolutely brilliant. We can press this root button here, which will just send us over there. Or you can just hover over the word Samson and Sons and press the R button, which will also do that. So we'll blast over now. We've got a few jumps to do. I'll speed them up for you so you don't have to stay watching all the travel, but I just thought the space looked so nice. Like, look at this Crusader now, cruising past it. It's going to look awesome. Boom, so we jump straight to ArcCorp, and then from here we are going to jump on to Wala. Okay, so we're at Wala, and from here it's just a short jump down to the planet, to Samson and Sons. So here we are, planet side. There's always seems to be some ships at these places when we head down at the moment. But generally I've never seen anyone hanging around, or there was no one in that ship. So we'll just put her down here, and we'll run in, and let's see if we get paid, or we might get killed. Right, we've made it in alright. So let's see how much we get. We'll select the Taurus. See how many 3 weaver legs. 337.5k, that'll do nicely. We've also got 1 ETAM, so let's get rid of that. I think it's about 11k, is it? So yeah, nearly 350k, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one.